is in it. This movie is really important. It tells a great story and in a great way.
I have photographic evidence that you're a chick with it. You know, my dad's a cop. Maybe I should just call him up and let him know how violated I feel with you in here.
What this movie does is it lets you step into the shoes of a high school student who goes through an horrific event. You know, there's a lot of discussion in society about use of bathrooms and things like that, but it's not just that. It's really just about people being allowed to be who they are. I don't know why that's such a hard concept.
Now, because we got a lot of crazy people out here who want to use that and make it seem like it's all about, just, I'm being myself, but I just remembered I'm a woman yesterday. Like this thing, it is not some sort of kumbaya moment, okay? It's about safety. Did not know Jazz was in a movie. We're going to have to find that and definitely check it out and do a live on that. I just happened to run into that making this episode about the revision.
Now, really, do I look like a sex offender to you?
That's just so lame too. I mean, really? Who does? What do you mean? Y'all ever seen Mary Kay Letourneau? Okay.
Right now, I'm just feeling kind of like flashbacky to when this happened before. Like, here we are again at hospital, and it's just strange. It's like a deja vu, and I'm trying to push that away because I want to be positive. And, that was a really tough experience, and I don't want to think about it.
I'm just ready to go. The waiting part is the hardest.
Good morning. Anyone home?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Going into the surgery, because we had problems before, I'm confident, but I'm also very cautious. I have a good plan in my mind, but we're going to take additional precautions, and we're going to be really
careful. Just a whole male body, okay? Just a whole male body. Anyway, guys, we're going to go through this revision surgery and look at what they do, if they handle it a little bit better this time. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We really have fun on this channel. We go live. By the time this episode comes out, it should be Wednesday. And then at around 8 o'clock, 8:15, we go live and we talk about some more of this stuff in detail, okay?
Careful, because we're not celebrating until...
Always, thank you for watching.
She's 3, 4, 5, 6 months out. I just want to make sure that we don't have any issues like last time.
Great.
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Come in.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
There she is.
What's up?
Should we go?
Yeah.
You're getting a 2-doctor escort.
It's a little different than last time. We're walking to the OR.
You want to say
goodbye?
This is
Is
it.
this the goodbye? All right.
Well, Jazz, right from the start and through all of her complications, has just had a fantastic attitude. So she's in a good place. She's optimistic. She's prepared. And hopefully things will come out well.
She'll be okay.
I know. It's just a lot.
I'm hoping for a non-eventful, positive surgery where Jazz comes out and the doctors say everything went exactly as planned and they don't have any buts along the way.
Yeah. And Jazz lives happily ever after.
I can't stand the way the father talks. I can't. Like, how are you a man and you never carry yourself as a man? Like, you just really go along with this.
Nervous?
Not as nervous as I was the first time.
This is a piece of
I feel
cake.
good. I know everything's going to turn out great.
There are risks with surgery. It's a little less risky than her last one, but it's going to be challenging. We have to get things repositioned. And
so that's the gas they're giving you to start putting you down. So it's to help you go to sleep. It's funny, but I've had that little gases thing. They said count backwards from 10. And then I think I got to about 7, and then I woke up and surgery was over. It is remarkable. These kind of advancements, if we're using them for good, it is really remarkable, like really remarkable.
tight it will be, if we'll be able to close her incisions, if she'll need a skin graft, moving the clitoris. We have to preserve its nerves and blood supply. So
Already down.
there are a lot of things that have to go perfectly for her to have a beautiful.
So let me kind of like, move on just a little bit, but just so you know, just already like, like knocked out, already down. Just going to move on a little bit because this is how we were looking at things in a very detailed manner, and they shut down our live, guys. Remember that? So like, yeah.
That we had really done before.
Let's use the local now.
Dr. Bowers has done more of these operations than just about anyone on the planet. So it's great to have that experience. I bring to the table a different background. As a plastic surgeon, we're always moving tissues around. So I think that when we put our heads together, we can get the best of both worlds.
This little thing she thought was weird, and I kind of agree. So I think if we can just excise that. Okay, can I get a pair of iris scissors, please? We're just excising a little area of scar.
So now when they use the scissors, okay, so like the OR nurses, okay, like they get paid good bucks, but they should, because they are everything is so meticulous, like to know which scissors to get. And then you have to count your scissors and make sure, like before you start, first of all, to set up the OR and not break sterile field itself, that's another remarkable thing too. Like it is a methodical dance that these nurses do. Is so awesome. Like to put out the blue, the papers, the sterile paper, and then to put each instrument out, each gauze out. Then you have to count each gauze, like each piece of gauze. You have to count everything to make sure you have enough, and not just enough, to make sure you have the right amount. And then you don't just use things and toss it on the ground. No, everything gets collected, and then they put it back over now to the unsterile side, and then they count everything to make sure, because a lot of times back in the day, pieces of gauze would still be left inside. Or like scissors would be left inside of somebody. I shouldn't be laughing at that, right? But it's just so like cool, like the way they like are on top of that. Like that is just, that itself I would say that that's the last thing. Like if I stayed in the nursing field, as far as like staff nurse, right, I would want to achieve the skill of doing that so perfectly. Then they make sure you're working on the right things. It is like a dance. It is so cool.
Suture, please.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. So vagina, check.
I think we're going to be waiting a while. I think it's going to be like 3 hours.
The doctors seem confident. They seem confident. Everything's going to be all right.
I'm on pins and needles, watching the clock and wondering what's going on. I won't lie, in the back of my head is still that safety net of being prepared for something to go weird. I'm trying to push it away because I want the positive energy and I want that surrounding jazz.
Well, anyway, after everything that happened, I get it. I know. Moving right along. Sorry.
Wedge of tissue we have to take out here.
And even now, see, they being a little careless there, because the person took that and then they just dropped it there. There was supposed to be another nurse right there to pick it up and then go put it on like the other side or something, or like have to get it like, I don't understand why they're doing that unless they're going to go back and use it again. That's just odd to me.
Up along here.
Oh, yes.
To bring that down.
Oh, yes. Can I get a 15 blade, please?
Why don't we leave this part to later? Let's just open that up and see what it looks like first. Why are you cutting there?
Right here?
Yeah, why?
Because it's scar, Jess. I don't like it.
Yeah, but there's scar everywhere. If you don't have to
Okay.
cut this, why would you cut that? We can just advance it to there.
Jess, let me go.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why
It
do you
makes
need to cut that?
Because this is a disfiguring scar.
How do you know it's not a disfiguring scar? That's just a sulcus. These are the two labia. You may be right, but we don't know.
Jess,
Why don't we just open this up and then see what this
let me
looks
go,
like?
Jess. Let me go. This is your idea, and it was a brilliant idea. But
I'm just saying, once you cut it, you burn your bridge.
There's no bridge to burn. I wanted this out anyway. This is scar. This does not look good.
This is all scar. Everything here is scar.
All right.
We're not cutting out every scar.
So you see the argument, and Mengele is like, listen, this is scar. I want it out. I want it out. I want it out. And how much scar is still left afterwards, too?
We just need to
We're
centralize
going to have to
this.
come to an understanding. There's going to have to be one
No, that's
driver.
not true. Come on, Marcy.
We're in it
We're two
together.
surgeons here.
I know.
We both
I'm
have
not gonna,
opinions.
I'm not going to do anything without
There's
your
not
blessing.
one driver. There are two surgeons.
There's
Let's not play that game.
no egos on the line here. We're
The narcissism is off the meat racks with this one.
It's not about egos.
We're
This is
really-
about doing what's best for the patient.
and that's why I'm doing this. So if you think that's not true, then we need to step away.
I'm gonna get in trouble for this episode.
No egos on the line here.
This is not about egos. This is
really-
about doing what's best for the patient.
and that's why
And I mean, still, like this, even the art, like I don't understand why they can't get that together. Like, is this like, and this isn't an act. Like you could tell Dr. Ting is like visibly worked up.
You think that's what's best. That's not necessarily
It is
what I
what's
think.
best.
You want to cut that? Go ahead and cut it.
I'm going to cut it. Dr. Tig and I got into it a little bit in the surgery over a small area of skin, that actually scar that was to be excised. He didn't like what I was doing, or maybe in the order I was doing it. And, you know, I had to stand my ground. So that's done. So just let that go.
I think we both wanted the same result and we both were going to end up in the same place, but we differed in opinion on how to get there. And I think Marcy's not used to operating with another attending. She's usually alone and she calls the shots for everything.
All right. All right. Guys are picking on me. I need your love and support.
You have my love and support.
Narcissistic. Okay, moving right along. So anyway, they were able to like get everything out that they needed to get out and do all the stuff they needed to do. We're just gonna go ahead and move to the end.
Found that it comes down very nicely into an area where we think it should be. And we have to create.
I mean, this thing was long.
Yeah, there's no chance.
From the
Started
many minutes.
surgery a little after 8, right?
Yeah. I like to be there when she does wake up, but I don't
Yeah,
think
but I
they
think they
want
like to make sure she's stabilized.
Hey, hey.
that.
Oh, look who it is.
There.
Hello.
We're finished.
We've been waiting
Hi,
anxiously.
everyone. Yes, we took our time, really wanted it right, but it went fantastic.
How does it look?
So much better. I mean, it's all nice and symmetrical. Things just look tremendous.
I know she had that on the right side. She had that one bigger scar.
It's gone.
It's gone. So would you just like throw it away?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the most dramatic thing was we didn't know how the clitoris would look because it was so pulled back inside, but it's beautiful.
And it moved very easily.
Yeah, there's no chance of it having any diminished feeling or any
good.
problems with that.
Yeah, I don't know, because later on in life, Jazz does not seem to act like a person that didn't have diminished feelings or whatever, you know. So I don't know, but you know, like just this whole thing, I didn't even know it was all the way pulled in. This kid has been walking around very like under a lot of tension, is what they're explaining here.
So overall, would you say today was a big success?
Huge success.
So you're very happy and you got everything.
Well, you're jumping to the bad news. I wasn't able to recruit enough skin to get that to form the labia minora. It's just too flat, too tight.
So there's another surgery.
Yes, there is a possibility we would need to do a fourth surgery, but it may not be necessary. Once all the tissues soften up, the creases begin to kind of form the inner labia. But will it actually form labia? We won't really know for a number of months.
I am.
You know who knows right away? God. That's why you guys aren't God. This is just ridiculous. All that just to hear that, and he's right, because the swelling and everything, all the tissue, it all has to go down first before they know what it really is going to look like. So it's going to take a while to know if Jazz would need another surgery, which coming back to it, Jazz didn't.
Definitely confused because I thought that was like one of the main reasons that she was in there. So I'm thinking, well, what were they doing?
Well, what are you talking about? They were putting things back together, making it symmetrical. Will you not understand? The skin swells. It has to go. It has to decrease. The swelling has to decrease. What's the problem? And I need you to understand it. You should know all about it. You put your child into this.
I guess they spent a lot of time with the clitoris, fixing her scars, and yeah, I'm definitely shocked.
Over the next couple of days, what are you watching for in terms of
The
there
wound.
being
The
any
wound.
problem?
That's the thing that is
All
most
right, so let's
worrisome.
get to the part where Jazz started breathing funny from the last episode.
Like, she's just groggy. Jazz, everything went really well. We're really happy. I think you'll be very happy too. Okay. All right. I'll be back tonight. Check on
Okay.
her.
Great.
See you guys later.
Bye, Dr. Ting. Thank you.
Okay.
She's still out of it.
Okay. You don't have to say anything. We just want to let you know we're here. Okay.
There's actually a big difference between this post-op visit with Jazz and the original surgery. Jazz seems to be in a lot of discomfort, and I'm really concerned.
I mean, like, okay. I just feel like it's all an act. Sorry. Sorry.
Let's just let her be. I don't think she's
I'm gonna
awake
go
yet.
talk to her.
I think she's a little more tired this time. Seems like she's,
You in pain? Oh, she's in pain.
what hurts? What's the matter?
Wait. We get a nurse in here?
We need a nurse now. All right, Jess. Okay.
So, all right, but I'll tell you guys, there was nothing wrong with Jazz. They ended up giving Jazz just a little bit more pain medicine or something like that. And then Jazz was fine. And that beeping is not for Jazz's room, okay? That beeping is happening outside of the room somewhere. Somebody's, it's something, I think that's like a monitor, like maybe it's the Dynamap or something like that. But believe me, Jazz was just fine. Obviously, we know this. I hate when they do this cliffhanger thing, and I'm not going back looking for it right now. But I'll see you guys at the next video. Thank you always for watching. I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.